Here we are.
We are together.
Yep, actually in the same space.
I'm here with my sister in my house, and we are sitting here at my kitchen table, which is where I started filming all of my tutorials right here.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Like just circling back to it.
exactly.
Being all cool.
Yes, I want to say hello to folks.
Yes.
You are listening on your drive to the Kansas State Fair. Okay, we are on it. We are going to keep you right awake. Kimberly.
Yes.
Lindsay's here. Jackie, hi. Hi, Danielle.
And if I'm remembering right, my therapeutic life is Mary? Maybe? So. If I'm wrong, please tell us.
Yep. And there's Dana. Hello, guys. Hi, Renee.
Hi, Maggie. Did we say hi to Danielle? Yes,
I did say hi to Danielle. Yes.
Hi, Linda and Carol.
Linda and Carol. You guys are matching.
They are matching. They're the same color in our thing.
And here's our friend Heather. Hi. You haven't been feeling well, Heather, and we love you.
We are, Renee. Yep. We're going bead shopping in the morning. So
that's right. So we are doing this. Hi, Tina. Hi, Mom. Yeah, Cindy's here. Mom. Hi, Brandy.
Hi, Brandy.
Oh, you guys are so great. Philomena's here. Oh my gosh, Michelle. Hello. Michelle is in Mesa.
Did we say hi to Cindy? I might have missed Cindy.
I think we say hi to Cindy because I think you're right. Everybody's just going so fast.
Yes.
We've got Lindsay still here. Okay, beach shopping. Yoo-hoo. Yeah, it's crazy because we're gonna go to the Jill Wiseman warehouse sale tomorrow.
Yes.
Her was it her yard sale is what it is? Garage sale? Something like that.
Garage sale is what she's calling it.
Yep. Yeah. So we'll be picking some stuff up, and don't worry, we are going to do a haul with we pick up from Jill Wiseman. So.
You probably won't see that until Sunday because we do have a very busy day tomorrow because we are joining Danielle Wicks on her live Seed Bead Saturday and then spending some sister time together. But we are absolutely going to film a Jill Wiseman haul before I go home.
Exactly. Yeah. Jenny's just here for the weekend, but we are just going to have a fantastic time together. Yeah. Yay, I'm so happy that she's here.
Yeah.
And I am happy that we were able to get all of our lighting and all of our stuff set up on the table instead of in my place. There was not enough room for us to sit side by side in there where I usually film at. So
should have asked her to send you some money to shop for you.
I'm sorry.
We're looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I expect that, it's going to be a little bit like a treasure hunt, she said, because a lot of this stuff is not items that they stock in the store. It's not store overstock. It's like their own personal stash and some estate hauls and John, is it John?
Yeah, John Kubrecht is going to be there with the trunk show, so he's going to have a whole bunch of stuff too. It's going to be really fun. So are you going to keep an eye on each other so you don't get too crazy, or will you be encouraging each other to buy? Honestly, we thought of something. We thought of a little thing that we can do.
We're going to have a game.
Yes, we're going to play a little game.
Yes.
We're going to be side by side for most of the time, but we're going to separate at one point and try to avoid each other in the shop for a specific reason. And that is because we're going to be picking out little mystery goodie bags for each other. We're going to each pick a focal and at least two, either 2 strands or 2 strands or bags or something of some beads to make just a little bundle, a sister challenge bundle.
Yes.
And we're going to swap those. So she's going to pick some stuff out and make sure that I don't see her doing it. I'm going to pick some stuff out, make sure she doesn't see me doing it. And then we're going to swap. And next week on our live, we're going to do our mix with those.
Yes.
Yes.
That one is actually going to be a sister swap challenge instead of just a Easter stash challenge.
Exactly.
So,
yeah. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be buying some
and this does
other
have,
things too.
This is deeply rooted in our family traditions. At Christmas time, once all of us knew, cover the ears of any kids listening, once all of us knew that it was parents who did the thing, we would draw names and do stocking shopping for each other. So we would all go to like Walgreens on Christmas Eve and separate and try to like sneakily buy like little toys and special goodies to go in someone's stocking.
Just like Christmas Eve, Mom.
Exactly like Christmas Eve. Exactly like Christmas Eve. Except this is going to be like Christmas in September at Jill Weissman's garage sale.
With beads.
With beads.
So it'll be fun. But yeah, it won't be like supermarket sweep with beads. I'm sorry to disappoint you, Dana.
No.
We're gonna be making some choices. We will choose our beads and not just sweep our arm across the table and dump them all into our shopping bag.
Neither of us can afford like to just buy everything.
I didn't win the Powerball this week, guys. No. I can't do that. Fingers crossed for next week, though. You know?
But we are gonna have some fun, and you know, I did say when I started helping Becky with the channel, she's going to pay me in beads.
Yep. Yeah. she's been earning her keep. Honestly, she's done so much work. She gets to. I'm going to buy her any beads she wants when we're there.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're just going to be small, not like enough to be like a full like curated box, but you know, just similar to what we do with the little stash challenges, where there's a focal and some bead selections, and just, you know, have some fun.
For a ticket stay. Well, good luck to you too, Angel.
Yes.
That would be great. But yeah. So that's our plans for this weekend. We're gonna stay up and watch some silly shows. Well, not tonight, because we got to get up for beads tomorrow.
Yes. Yeah.
We got to get up for beads and then brunch. Beads first and then brunch.
Tomorrow night is when we're definitely going to do some relaxing. In fact, both of us have recorded some content for this weekend. So you are going to see some videos from us, but we've already recorded it so that we can spend most of our stuff doing Easter time. So with the exception of the haul and any shorts you might see tomorrow with the garage sale, if you see us live, that's the only time that that's actually really happening. Otherwise, we've recorded it ahead.
Yep. We'll have our live with Danielle and tonight, and that's about it. It's going to be some famous last words. You are right. You are right. That is always the famous last words.
It is. It is.
Yeah. We're telling ourselves that at least. We can, and other lies we say to ourselves. We
gave ourselves a certain limit. Before we split up to go get things, I suspect that might get renegotiated. Because here's the thing. I want to do the shopping with my sister. I want to look at all the cool things. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to be getting ideas. And so is she. And so then we're going to split up and we're going to go to the places where, you know, we want to grab things. Hopefully not the same things. And
we're pretty good at, like, if we both want to be at the same place, the one of us who sees the other person there will be like, I will come back.
I'll come back
after they go away. That sort of thing. We have been practicing avoiding each other in stores for decades. That sounds terrible. Out of context.
But it's also true in that sense too. We were not as close then as we are now.
No.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We've been planning this for a few weeks, and so it's gonna
be lots of fun.
I'm here, and we're gonna do the thing. And yes, I am probably gonna get overwhelmed, Dana. I think it was Dana who said that. Yes.
Yeah. We already set some boundaries, being like, hey, we're gonna go slow. We're gonna have a hard limit of how much time we can spend there. That sort of thing. And Jenny knows if at any point she's like, okay, I'm at my limit, I can't go anymore, I'll say, all right, I'm going to go check out and let's get out of here. Let's go get that brunch.
I still have some pretty serious stamina issues and fatigue from when I had COVID, and then also the detrimental health effects from having COVID, like we talked about last week. Oh, hi, Dorothy.
Hi.
And so we're just going to go at a pace that is not going to make us like too exhausted, because you know what? I want to be awake and have fun when we get on Danielle's live and not be all, you know, grumpy tired. I don't want to be grumpy tired, guys.
No, nobody likes grumpy tired.
And mom is right.
Yes, we have also been raised to spot a bargain. It's something we do really well.
We may not look at everything,
Hello.
but the things we buy, I guarantee they're going to be a good deal.
Yes, they will definitely be a good deal, unless they're things we just absolutely have to have. Because sometimes you might have something that you absolutely have to have. Did you find out, Jenny? Ellen came out to say hi. She's patting around. There's some tippy taps going on.
Yes. Hi, Deborah.
Hi, Brenda.
Oh,
Glad you
thank
make it
you,
here.
Deborah.
Hey, my jewelry set looks beautiful. Yeah, it looks really good. Somebody made it, and
She said, great job, Jenny. Yeah.
Perfect on me.
Becky was like, I was looking for this necklace. And I'm like, well, Becky, I brought a couple sets of jewelry. This one you guys will have seen. They posted this morning before I came here. And this one you have not seen.
Hello, sweet Ellen.
It will be posting tomorrow
Ellen
morning.
Davis says hi.
Oh, yeah. Hello to Ellen.
Also, hello to Kristen. I'm glad you caught us.
And Brenda. Hey, Brenda.
And Brenda's here. Hi. And Carolyn is here. You guys are so great. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you, Chrissy. Yeah, for once, I made both of them.
Yeah, it's the Jenny Jewelry Show right now.
It is the Jenny Jewelry Show. The beginning of my beaded chain challenge. This is 1 and this is 2.
That's number 2. Exactly.
Yes.
And I'm gonna do my first beaded chain for my challenge this year. Tonight, I'm gonna be using some beads, and we'll show you that in a little bit.
Yes.
Like what we're doing with that. I'll just do it tonight while we're doing it here. Hello, Chris.
Chris and Gracia.
Welcome. Yep. And then Jenny's got the Easter Stash Challenge for September.
I do.
So I'll probably be making my links for my beaded chain while Jenny is creating her things. So that's what we're going to be saying hi.
Yeah. So why don't we do what we talked about earlier? I'm going to actually bring Becky's up first so she can show you what she's working with and she can start making links while I show you what I've got and I start figuring out what I want to do. Yep. So let's do this thing and add stuff. Here is Becky's mat. And see, we are sitting right next to each other. Look at this difference. My camera dims it. I tell you, it's not my lighting, it's my camera.
Right.
It's my phone.
Yeah, we're sitting right next to each other, same lights.
Yeah.
Thing. It's silly.
It's dumb.
Yeah,
okay, so
that's
Becky,
fine,
show what you were working on.
Okay, so you guys remember, was it last week or the week before? The week before, B-Box Bargains had a little value bundle. And that's what this is. That's what I'm just going to work from. I'm going to pull this out and I'm going to just make some beaded chain with it. Oh, thanks, Heather.
Thank you, Heather. I have not found that option yet. I have been looking for it.
For that hype option. I think
it's when
Gracia. You go to do a comment.
Yeah.
Right?
When you go to do a comment, you can do up to 3 times a week, I think, to hype a video.
Cool.
Is the way it was described. But I can't find that option when I go to do a comment like on my mobile device. Is that something you can only do on the laptop, or is there something I'm missing is the question. So, yeah.
I don't know. But we've got some bright turquoise crystal bicones. We've got
Thank you, Renee.
Spacers. We've got some little tiny faceted beads. I don't know what these are. Pearl.
They're pearl.
But they're faceted, aren't they? And then some toggle clasps.
What are you looking for? Oh, no.
All right. We've got some of these. I think I might have to go help my son take care of Ellen. So Jenny, why don't you show them what you got?
I'm gonna get into this because let's go ahead and swap.
Okay.
So this bag might look familiar. This is the bag that I gave Becky her birthday gift in. It's a Brighton bag, and so she gave it back to me, but it's also a B for like Becky. So yeah. So in this bundle, just make sure I've got everything out of it because it felt like, oh, there's just an organza bag. A couple of, oh, she just gave me back organza bags too. Okay. Ooh, oh, guys. Oh, guys, this is going to be fun. This is going to be so fun. Okay, I might have to have Becky come back and tell me what this stone is, but let me get it up where you guys can see it. It's so pretty. And then I've got some check leaves. I love check leaves. And some check rectangles. They're pink with a like travertine, like, but they're what do they call it? Where they cut into it. I don't remember what it's called. And then this. Yeah. This is a beautiful pendant. It looks like it's a gemstone. At first, when I was first pulling it out, I was like, oh, I wonder if that's ceramic. But no, this is carved gemstone, and I love carved stone.
Yeah, it's red jasper.
Okay, red jasper.
Yep.
And what's this? Do you remember?
I'm trying to remember what that was. I think it's pink aventurine.
Okay.
It feels pink aventurine to me.
Okay, that works.
This is it was in my stash
Table
without
cut.
a label. Yeah.
Table cut's the word I was looking for, but I also like the check tangles.
Check
That my
tangles.
husband, that right there is my husband. Hello. He misses me, so he joined our late night chat.
Yeah, so I think that's pink aventurine. Pretty sure that's what that is.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Again, it's from my stash, so not all of it was labeled. But but yeah, and then we've got some. What do you think, Jenny?
So beautiful. Oh, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. And
yeah,
she got out some different beading wires to use, but I think I might need to use the copper.
Okay.
Or I use the bone and it pops more.
You could use the bone because you've got like the white, or not white, but like the cream tones.
Yeah.
In that.
And also the leaves. Less monochromatic. If I use, I'm going to use the bone. I'm going to use the bone. I love this. This is going to be a lot of fun. Oh. So I'm going to start figuring out what I want to do with this. Do you want to switch back to you?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, and I can show everybody how I make my little links and stuff, and I can make a little focal.
Yeah, so you can show a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you did stop partway through deciding what you wanted to do.
Yes, I was just kind of looking around at everything, but I think what I'm going to do is grab the gemstones here that have these fastings on them, because they are this gorgeous, beautiful cerulean blue.
Is that the apatite? It might not be, but
where's the thing? It's blue agate.
Okay, blue agate. It's dyed.
It is heated and dyed.
But it's pretty.
It is so pretty. That is going to be so great on her 1 year anniversary. We should put that on the calendar.
Yeah.
But I wanted to use these crystal AB flowers as well in here. And I'm just going to do some links with some simple loops. That's all. Just some simple loops with these. And so that's why I got out my one-step looper. And I'm going to make myself a little focal with this. I love this. These carved shell beads. I actually got more of them, but can you ever have enough?
I got one of every color. I did.
Honestly, can you ever have enough? That is honestly the question. I'm just going to check and see if 18 gauge fits in the holes for these. It might not. Sometimes, beads work best on 20 gauge rather than 18 gauge, but other times they work great. Okay, so it looks like these little beads do not like the 18 gauge, so I am going to put that away and grab some 20 gauge wire. All right. Yep, 20 gauge wire is going to work on this. There we go. All right, so I'm going to be making, again, like sort of my cheaty ones where I do my second loop with my round nose pliers. And then the first loop on this with these. So I'm going to put them in the one-step looper. Hold on, I got to choke up on it a little bit because it is very wide and my hands are not that wide. But let's get this in here. Sorry, I'm holding it at this weird angle just so you can see it. This is not very comfortable for me to hold, but I'm doing it so you can see what I'm doing to get that going. And since I'm going to be making the majority of these links while Jenny's doing her thing, you're not going to need to watch that much. But let's go ahead and cut that bit off there. Bend this over. Cut off all but 1 centimeter. And then roll this up with my round nose pliers. There we go. So that is a simple loop link. And I'm just going to make a few of these and then start joining them together. Do you know what you want to do, Jenny?
No.
No, not yet?
Mm-mm.
You're still working on that? Do you want to borrow any of these beads? Like there's these. I also have some stuff that came in my order that might be fun for you to play around with that. Like
That's
these.
the chrysoprase.
Oh, is that the chrysoprase?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It doesn't look like chrysoprase.
That's to me.
No.
I could be wrong. We'll look it up. Just set it aside.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's blue, not green though. But there is this.
Yeah.
Do you think that might help to have some smaller?
Maybe. So I was
Smaller
looking at like
beads?
my spacers, and I don't really have ones that I love for this. I also don't have my seed bead stash,
Mm.
so I'm trying to figure out how I want to do my veil.
Would you like me to go and grab some of my seed beads?
Maybe. Because I think.
Oh yeah. Did you guys see Dana's Christmas trees
Oh yeah.
that she posted in our community? Aren't they gorgeous?
Those are so beautiful, Dana. I just saw those when we were getting ready to set up for this live.
Yeah, if you
So
haven't seen it,
pretty.
go check it out, guys.
Yes.
That is really cool. All right, why don't I go grab the a couple of my things of seed beads?
It's my easiest thing to do for a veil.
Using the seed beads and
Yeah,
stuff?
to do like a beaded veil.
Yeah,
I
agree. But-
do I do it too much, guys? My double beaded veil. Is it overdone?
You do it exactly enough. It's a fantastic technique, Jenny. It works so well.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go grab some seed beads.
Yes.
Oh, actually, let me see if there's any in here. Because I tell you what. No, none of those. But hey, I do have these guys. Do you guys remember when I made my little leaf design? These were just sitting there. They are size 10 Matubo seed beads, so they're a regular cylindrical shape.
Cylindrical, which is actually a little bit harder. I like the rounder shapes for doing this.
Well,
I know.
Do you want to?
It's not the popular choice.
Do you want me to go get some round seed beads for you? Because I have lots of them.
What are you doing?
She's pacing because nobody's where they're
supposed to be. Yeah.
And everything is terrible. Ellen, again.
If you walk into that room, she's going to get the wrong message.
She's going to get the wrong impression.
So I'm going to do something else.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. Maybe I'll do a lark's head.
Well, I think that's a good plan.
Okay. It's basically the same thing except without all of the bead embellishment.
Hi, Sylvia. I'm glad you're here. Yep, Jenny's pulling out her stuff. We don't have her on screen right now because I was gonna do my thing, but we were trying to help her make a decision because I'm just gonna be doing some links while Jenny is making her stuff, and that's how it's gonna be working. Yeah. Good night. Thanks for staying as long as you did.
Yes, thank you.
And I hope you enjoy it on replay. We will be doing a few shorts while we're at Jill's, looking at all the beads, doing some goody things. So maybe you will see some of those pop up on your timeline. Yep. But yeah, we're going to go. We'll have these going on.
No, wrong way.
Hold on.
What's up?
Okay, sorry, I had to mute it while I was asking for my son to bring a dog bed to just drag it over here so Ellen could lay next to me while we're doing our thing. All right. Oh, hey. Good morning to you. Is it morning in Australia? We have Linda in here from Down Under.
I think it's early afternoon.
Is it early afternoon? We'll find out.
Yeah, she'll say. Hi, Linda. Hi, Dawn.
Hi, Dawn. I am just making some links right now to make a beaded chain, and I'm just using my one-step looper for that. And Jenny is deciding on what she is going to be making. So you might see it in the small part of the screen because we don't have her on the big screen.
Yeah, we can soon.
You're trying stuff out first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've never done it this way before.
Okay.
So I'm trying new things, guys.
That's what we like to do. It is in the afternoon.
I was right.
Good call, Jenny.
I was like, I think it's early afternoon.
There we go. And she's already in Saturday.
Yeah. Well, we're not too far off from Saturday, but she's well into it.
I know. She's from the future. Time zones are fun. I think I need to snip that because I slipped and that's not going to be a good loop. Okay. go. So we told you guys about our plans for this weekend. Does anybody else have some fun things that they're doing this weekend besides the Kansas, or was it Kentucky State Fair?
Kansas.
I knew it was one of the K states.
Yes. It was KS.
Okay. Stepping into Saturday right now. Yay.
Ah, you must be East Coast.
East Coast. Good morning to you then. And I think 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 8 of these blue ones should do me. And we'll do 8 of the others. And put them together. Hi, Faith. Glad you made it. I'm just making some links right now, some with my one-step looper. And Jenny is figuring out what she wants to make or how she wants to put together her sister stash challenge stuff. Oh, and she's ready for us. Yay!
Maybe.
It's
easier if I can see it bigger over there and not like right in front of me to see.
Sometimes, yeah.
So I just used the beading wire to make like a lark's head knot. And once it's beaded, I think it's going to hold that pretty well, I think. I don't know.
Oh, 3 hours of earrings and a necklace away from using all the beads in the box. That's amazing. That is such a great
Wow.
challenge. Good job.
Oh, 3 pairs, not 3 hours, 3
Oh,
pairs
3
of earrings.
I was like, 3 hours of earrings.
Woo!
You can make a lot of earrings in 3 hours, my friends.
That is a lot of earrings.
That sounds like a fun challenge for yourself. I love doing little challenges. You guys know this about me. You already know. 1, 2, 3, 6. Do I want 8 of these? I do want 8 of these.
Hi, Jill Cara.
Hello.
And Suze. Suze knows who's now. Oh, I didn't mean to embarrass you, Suze. We sound really similar. Honestly, we do.
Yeah, it's a thing in our family and amongst people who know both of us that we definitely sound like each other. It used to we've told this story before, how when my best friend would call our house when we were teenagers, she would start spilling the tea when Jenny would answer the phone because she thought it was me. And like eventually Jenny would like be able to get a word in edgewise and say, "Hey, don't you want to talk to Becky?" She would have been like several paragraphs into it before she was able to do that. For a middle school girl, oh man. I think middle school was when we first learned how to do like friendship bracelets. Do you remember that, Jenny?
Yeah.
Doing the knotted kind of friendship bracelets. But here's the thing is, I don't know what's popular with middle school kids right now. Number one, because I only have boys. And number two, because they are large adults now. So like, I don't know what the kids are doing.
Oh, gosh, the way you say that.
I am out of touch. Jenny might be a little bit closer to that because she has had exchange students who are in high school who she have stayed with her recently. But
recently was 6 years ago.
It's been a little while for that
5 years.
too. So we don't know what's popular now. When I was in middle school, one of the most popular things they had for like it was at least popular for maybe a year were those necklaces that were an actual live hermit crab.
Oh,
and
gosh.
it was terrible.
They're
like
awful.
it was awful because not only did they have like a live animal just hanging around their neck and often dying, they smell really bad. You know? Oh, a macrame bracelet. Yay, that's a great idea. That is fantastic. Yeah, bring back the friendship bracelets. I say so, yeah. Oh, fidget bracelets. That sounds really cool. Fidget bracelets would be fun. I would wear a fidget bracelet. With large hole beads, Jenny.
With large hole beads.
Large hole beads.
Are you giving me, you want me to make you a fidget bracelet with large hole beads?
No.
Are you putting it in order?
No, I'm not putting it in order. Okay.
Oh, they were terrible.
Heishi beads are very popular, Deborah says. She has a granddaughter in middle school. Somebody who has the knowledge.
Yes.
You have the inside scoop.
Listen to Deborah.
Someone who is not out of touch. Yeah. Yeah, they were awful, Jilkar. They were just the worst. Like, who thought of that? What cruel person? Yeah. Oh, Deb Flores. I'm gonna have to look up Deb Flores then.
Hi, Tina.
Her tutorial on her channel. All right. Oh, Tina, hi. Glad you're in here.
Trying to decide if I want to use these teeny tiny copper flowers. So I've got some on this side and some on this side. I kind of like just sticking with the softer tones.
Yeah. Pony beads with words or names are hot. Okay. That's another good tip for the youths.
Yeah. The flowers are cute, but I wish they were lighter. They're really, really dark antique copper.
Yeah, stick with the lighter tones.
You know. Cindy said no copper. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. Storming like, hey, at least I'm not getting stormed on. I live just south of Dallas, Dawn. Like like 30 miles south. So
far here we do not have storms in Austin.
Yeah.
There's this thing called the Austin weather bubble where there'll be storms and things all around the metropolitan area, but it'll stay bone dry here. It's weird, and I'm not complaining about it. Like, I don't know why it does that. I'm sure meteorologists could explain.
Oh, probably.
They know why things happen. You're prepping your first beaded chain. One a week is a really doable goal. Heather, I'm so excited about that. I'm glad you're.
I probably bit off more than I could chew following Becky's example of 2 a week, but I have been making jewelry. It's just mostly what you're going to see from me now is beaded chain.
At least for the month.
Yes.
But you did want more practice.
I did want more practice. So I'm getting into it.
Yeah. Making bracelets. 7 bracelets already. How long? That's crazy.
Okay. I'm going to get a little stopper on one side. I think I needed to get some beads on both sides so I could see if this bail was even going to work for me, but I think it is.
Yep.
It looks good. Does it look good?
It's so fall flavored, Jenny.
It is so fall flavored, but like soft pinky fall flavored.
Yes.
I love it. these are great to choose from. I haven't decided if I want to use the rectangle beads. The check-tangle beads.
Check-tangles. We're going to call them that from now on, by the way, guys.
Yeah, thanks, Jason.
Yep. That was a fantastic contribution, honestly.
Right.
For real. So you're working on right now a beaded chain with earrings to match from Dorothy. Donna's working on right now.
Oh, I
yay!
love this.
Everybody's doing beaded chains. I love that. Participation.
Joining us in the challenge.
It is a perfect summer to fall necklace. You are right. Yes.
Oh, and he's still here. He heard that call out.
Oh, that is so fun. But yeah, so you're going to be doing some more stringing. I love the leaf beads on there. You don't even have to make them into dangles.
Yeah, exactly. I chose to keep this just very simple and kind of organic looking.
Yes.
They're just naturally going to dangle on their own because that's the way they're shaped without getting all fancy.
So Donna's asking.
Oh.
So Dawn wants to know if we're working from a particular box. So Jenny.
Oh. I am working from one of something that we have been doing since April, I think was our first one.
Yeah.
Before I even officially joined Beki's channel, she was inviting me out to late night beading and she came for a visit and she brought these little packets that had the month and like a drawing on it. And this is what we call our Seaster Stash Challenge because Beki's been doing this for a while. She's got a lot of stash. And so she would choose things from her stash, usually a non-metal focal because I do have metal allergies. Oh, there's a little bit of a lag there, but non-metal focal and some beads to play with. In this case, she usually gives me like 3 or 4. That's why I think a focal and 2 packs of beads is not going to be what we do tomorrow. Let's be real.
Okay.
Twist your arm.
Fine. I will get you more beads.
So I open it sight unseen and design on the fly. So yeah, I was doing design on the fly 1 month after I started making jewelry on Beki's live.
I knew she could handle it.
No pressure, right? No pressure.
Right.
But it definitely helped my confidence very quickly.
Right into the fire with this one.
Yeah. So that ended up leading to me offering to help Beki when she was overwhelmed and then becoming a permanent part of the channel. So a little bit of a long story, but this is a Seaster Stash challenge. So all of this came from Beki's stash. Mm-hmm. Sometimes she'll choose something and order it specifically to go into one of my challenges, but most of this really is just from things that she has been accumulating. And Beki is working from...
Let me switch this over real quick. There we go.
Yep.
So this was the little value bundle that they added with some extra things for the Bohemian Nights thing. There were a whole bunch of things in here. And so I just picked out 2 of the beads that we had. These pretty little flowers. And then these blue agate beads. And I'm just going to make a little beaded chain necklace and have this shell as my focal. And so it's not a specific bead box that we're working from. The stuff that I made for Jenny, or that I put together for Jenny, just all from my stash, random purchases or things like that. And this is just a recent little bundle that I got from Beadbox Bargains. And so we're just putting them together. And right now I am going through sort of a process for making the links where I make them sort of all in a row. So I've just bent the chain and now I'm measuring it and cutting it. And then we'll roll up the things after I've done that to all of these. It's sort of a, what is it called? Assembly line fashion of making these so that I don't have to, put down my cutters to do this and then pick up another tool to do that. I can just do it all kind of in a row. It makes it go a little more quickly and it makes it so that you can get into sort of a rhythm with it. And so we'll get these made. Yeah, that value bundle was super cheap. It was like, what was it, like $10?
It was $10.
Yeah, so I was like, well, obviously I have to get it, right? It would be rude not to. So we did that. Jenny's still working on hers. You still in your stringing? You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just my back.
I'm sorry. We're
Neither of us are in our usual setup.
yeah. And Jenny's using the chair that I usually bead from, but I also usually have a footrest. I should go get my footrest for you. It usually helps with the back for me to put my feet up while I'm doing it.
I think that would actually help.
Yeah. Do you want a footrest?
Yes, please, my sister.
Right. I'm gonna go get a footrest for my sister.
And right here, applicable in this moment as well. And she is. I'm very lucky. Very, very lucky.
Hey, Ellen. Did you decide that dog bed was not where you wanted to be?
Oh, it was $8.99, Lindsay said. Yeah, okay, so it was less than $10, and that's not even counting the discount. If you're a subscriber, you still got your 30%. No, was that when the 30% wasn't applicable?
I can't remember. I think it was
There was one recently that was like that. Thank you. She brought me a footrest. That should help a lot with my back. I've always had lower back pain, like ever since I was a little girl. Like it didn't matter what size I was. It's my good girl. I feel like we're always talking about my health problems. guys, I'm not a decrepit old lady.
You're not the only person who has them, Jenny. Sometimes it's helpful for other folks to hear.
That's true.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, Lindsay said it was $8.99. It was so small.
Nice.
Oh, she did use the discount as well. There was something recently where they didn't allow the discount.
Yep.
But I don't remember what it was.
You want to join the Bead Chain Challenge eventually. Yay.
Yeah.
Slowly weed out the wire I have because my wire isn't the easiest to use. Oh, that can be really overwhelming. Yeah. So it can definitely be helpful using the right wire for it.
Yeah. Maybe don't do like the whole month or the same scale that we are, but maybe get your favorite color of metal to work with and get some new wire that is easier to work with. And just make something. That's still participating.
A single thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no rules. It's just challenging yourself to do.
Yeah.
A beaded chain. One a week, 2 a week, 1 for the entire month.
Yeah. So don't feel like you have to wait to participate just because Becky and I are doing 2 a week and Heather's doing 1 a week. You know, you can choose what level of participation you want to do and that your bead budget and stash will accommodate. Because if you're needing to buy new wire, maybe just get 1.
Yep.
I think I love these soft pinks. But this still definitely reads fall.
Yes.
I love it. And I love that. Red jasper, you said? That's so beautiful.
Yes.
I'm going to switch to me because I'm getting close to.
Sylvia, I haven't yet. It is scheduled to get delivered on Sunday. So excited about that.
Mine is sitting in Dallas tonight. And I'm 3 hours away.
It's going to get delivered while she's here.
It is. It's so totally going to get delivered while I'm here.
I am technically going to be opening mine before she does.
Yep.
That's right. That is a really good tip to use eye pins. That is one of the quickest ways to be able to make these links because the eye pin already has one simple loop already made.
Well, and who I think it was Maggie. Maggie's the one who's wanting to join in. So Maggie, if you have some eye pins that are strong, just make your links completely from eye pins and don't worry about having the separate wire.
Yep.
So if you have some eye pins that you like working with, just make your links from the eye pins. Nothing wrong with that.
Yep, Dorothy uses eye pins.
Yeah.
Oh, you just moved to Sacramento for several months, so you're not getting mail here yet? Oh, no.
Oh, gosh. Oh, no. And Dawn is in Carrollton. Like, stuff is always getting sorted through Carrollton. Like, that is the origin of so many of my, like, Amazon orders is, hey, this is in Carrollton.
Carrollton, yep.
I'm in another part of the DFW area. I'm south of Dallas in Waxahachie.
You know what? Me too. I love that it has brought us closer together. We would do painting every weekend. Some of those paintings on the back wall were things that we painted together.
Well, they were Becky's version, but
my
I have my
versions,
version at my house, yeah.
She has her versions at her house. But some things happened and we weren't really feeling it with the painting. So that brought us closer together. And so we were spending more time just visiting, just hanging out with each other. And Jenny would spend a lot of time watching my channel. And so I think watching it enough.
I reached out to her after watching a bargain bead box. I'd watched several unboxings, but I'd watched one of her bargain bead box unboxings. And I was like, if I was going to get a subscription, that's the one I'd get. That's how this conversation started. Okay. If I was going to get a subscription, that's the one I'd get.
Yeah.
And it just turned into, me going ahead and getting that first for me, it was March. March was my first bargain bead box. And Becky was so excited. She bought me the companion bundle as a surprise.
And I just wanted her to have fun with it. And I knew she would.
And then she came to visit the next month and she brought me so many supplies, like core basic supplies so I could do what I needed to do, tools that I could use. She'd gotten me some tools before, but I'd had a hard time getting into it because guess what? My magical crimpers were malformed.
Yeah. Yeah. Once we got you like actual magical crimpers that worked.
Yeah. Then I didn't hate it so much. But she had come and made ornaments with me in November. Yeah. So we'd done a little bit of making together and I enjoyed that. And I'd been tossing around the idea of finding a new creative outlet. And that's what we did.
Yep. And you have been having so much fun with it.
I have been.
And growing with it so much. And I couldn't be happier that it has brought you so much joy. Then we had a question. Let me scroll back up.
Oh, sorry. I was just chatting forever.
It's okay. Where's the question?
My bead journey.
Okay, here we go. That's the question. Here we go. What wire do I recommend to get for wrapping chain? Okay, so I am sort of a big fan of Softflex. I love their beading wire, but I also use their craft wire for, switch me over here so I can show that.
Did you steal my magical crimpers?
I did not steal your magical crimpers. I'm not crimping anything.
I swear I got them out. Oh gosh, I hope I brought them.
Do you know what? I have some.
Go ahead and answer the question.
Okay. I'm going to answer the question. So, and then I'll go get you my magical crimpers, but you have to leave them here.
Yes, I will leave them here.
Okay. Anyway,
I don't steal them.
Yeah, so I use this. It is a dead soft wire, which can sometimes be a little bit difficult to work with because while it's very easy to bend, it's very easy to bend. So yeah. Sometimes you might have more luck and feel like you have more control over your wire if you're using something that's like medium temper, like medium hard, like German style wire from Beading. The Beadsmith wire elements, they're enameled wires. They also are medium temper and they are easier to form with than the dead soft wire can be. So I'm used to using this, which is why I use it a lot. But if you wanted to start out with something, then probably either the Beadsmith wire elements or the Beadalon German style is a good wire to start with so that you can get more control over it. And then you can move on to something that's more dead soft.
And Sid, it's not available yet, but it is going to be posting in the morning. I'm going to go ahead and take this necklace that I'm wearing tonight. I did a tutorial for it, and I used the Bead Smith medium temper wire to make these wrapped links because I felt like I had more control in doing these. And so I'm still learning. This is the type of link making that I am least comfortable with, but I feel like I did pretty good having that medium temper wire. So hopefully that's helpful. For me, as someone who's learning, having that control was really important. I might like softer wire later when I feel more skilled, but here is Beki.
Yeah. Parawire is also dead soft. So there you go. Magical crimpers. There we go.
Yes.
All right. So let's get caught up with chat.
You go ahead and look at chat. I'm gonna work on crimping this.
Dana asked, are you still painting or have beans taken over your life right now?
Okay, I have a story about the painting thing. So I really like painting. I love painting with Beki. And I was painting on my own, and I decided to be really ambitious one year and paint Christmas cards. And I got a box that had like some designs in it and all the supplies, and I got everything out and I got everything set up, and I was making the first one, and it was just terrible. It was just terrible. And I got so frustrated that I couldn't like even look at it for weeks. And since then, my beading supplies have gotten a little bit buried. I am
Painting supplies. Yeah.
My painting supplies. Yes, my painting supplies. Thank you.
Yep.
Have gotten a bit buried. The creative space that I'm using right now to bead in, it's only partially like cleared out. I have quite a bit in there, including a lot of my paints and supplies that Beki also got for me because she was so excited that I was painting with her. She's like, here, I filled some pans. Here's some more paints. She loves filling pans.
I love pouring paint in pans and then letting it dry and then pouring more paint in the pans. And I like making palettes and then swatching palettes and doing all that stuff. It's so much fun. You guys, I organize beads, but I also love to organize paints.
Yes, she does. So I have a lot of great supplies, but that is part of that organization. Is like I need a functional bead space, but I also need a functional art space. So when I finish that room, it's going to have my bead supplies as well as my painting supplies, so they're more accessible and I can paint more often again. I do love painting. I love watercolor. I like to do. I have a tendency to prefer landscapes.
She's so good at landscapes, you guys. I am not as good, but she's just so good at it. She's got really great sense for depth and creating depth and having like the ratios just right. And I'm kind of more like, yeah, we're just like,
and that isn't to say that I like paint landscapes like when I'm sitting in front of one. Like I paint landscapes just out of my head because to me, I'm not comparing it to something and being frustrated that I'm not getting it right. I'm getting it right.
Hey, look, it's our Zach. Zach's here.
Zach. Oh, there was someone else who joined too. Miranda? I think I saw that hello from Miranda.
There, Miranda.
Yes, there's Miranda. I knew I saw that.
Yeah, we're getting caught up on chat, guys. We're answering some questions.
Yeah, we were answering questions and going off on tangents because that's what I do.
Yes. But yeah, so that's why Jenny hasn't painted in a while. But she did paint with me, if you guys remember Christmas time.
Yeah, November last year when Beki came to my house and we made ornaments, we did painting while we made snowflakes.
Yes.
And it was so fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Yes. And I still have my painting and hers sitting on my bookshelf in my living room. I do. Beki has seen it. It's still there.
Our pretty sister paintings.
Yep.
We painted something similar, but in our own unique styles because that's what you do.
Yep. And just like our beading styles are really different, so are our painting styles.
They're wildly different. but I think that is what makes it fun to do that together.
Well, just like we used to do, we used to get the same tutorial for our painting, and then we'd both paint it, and we'd end up with something different. And at first, it's hard not to compare because that's what we are doing our entire lives, right?
Yep.
And once we stopped trying to compare, it just and so the same thing is happening now. We are using, like with the bargain bead box, at least, the same materials, but we're creating different things from it with our different styles,
wildly different things. Yes. Yeah. And it's so much fun because like sometimes Jenny inspires me, sometimes I inspire Jenny, and then like sometimes we'll just have such different views of things that it's like crazy how our different brains work. Yep. But I love that. I love that we can share so much of that. And I think honestly, it was painting together really helped us learn not to compare, because it was hard at first. And so this venture was easier because we had that under our belt already.
Yeah. Well, and we're only a year and a half apart. So that gap narrows as you get older.
It really does.
It narrows a lot as you get older. And so when we were younger, we would be jealous of each other and compete with each other. And I would bring friends home and they would hang out with my cool older sister. And then they would be more interested in hanging out with my sister than hanging out with me. And like just all of those kind of angst you get with like siblings who are close in age.
And now like sometimes your videos get way more views than mine. And I'm like, oh, is this what it felt like?
And then you drop a bracelet bash. Am I wrong, friends? No. Am I wrong?
No. I got to do something to get my friends back. Right.
Thank you, Dana. And I agree. We have not always been this close, but I love how close we are. And we're even closer now than we were at the beginning of the summer.
Yep.
And it's the best.
It is absolutely the best. I love it. So, oh, hey, that's great, Heather. There's a video on the Beadbox Bargains YouTube channel. It looks like with tips for photographing your jewelry.
Yeah, I saw that posted, but I was on the road, and now that I'm here at Becky's, I probably am not going to be catching up on videos until I get home.
Yeah, we're going to be watching videos on our own later.
Yeah,
because we have sister time. We're going to be doing sister things together. You guys know how that goes.
Yes, Jilkara. We like that we can laugh about it too.
Yep.
We like that we can laugh about it too.
Yeah, we don't have any huge resentments that we are hanging on to. Oh, because that can be hard for healing, is if you've got big resentments that you just can't let go. There we go.
Thank you, Zach. I saw it coming up. Becky still had in her head that she was around 10,000. I'm like, Becky, why. No.
Yeah. And like you mentioned it, you're like, oh, you're only 77 away from that. And I was like, okay, we've still got time. And then I woke up and it was right there. And I'm like, well, okay, I guess we got to make an announcement about it.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Switch over to me.
We do have a busy weekend coming up. Here is Becky about to do a thing. Oh, that's so pretty.
Look at my
love
chain.
It with those little flowers.
Look at my chain. It's all chainy. So like all I'm doing to do this is, if you aren't familiar with simple loops, is I'm just swinging open the loop because it's got a little opening there. And then linking it onto the next chain. Link and then closing it. And that's it. And it makes a little out of focus blurry chain. There we go.
Yeah.
Focus, guys. Focus.
That is so pretty. You know what I think is funny is Becky's making the floral jewelry with blue and sparkly colors, which she does like, but that's usually my jam. And I'm the one doing like a leafy fall thing.
Yes. Oh man, I think I am. Wait. Yeah, this is going to be like half of the length of this. I'm going to need to do another bunch of these too, which is fine and okay. And it's something that I can do because I have enough beads for that.
You do.
I do.
And we're just hanging out.
We are just hanging out. So we can just keep doing stuff. But look at Jenny's. It is growing so much.
Oh. I've got one half of the necklace done and I'm working on the other half. I'm about halfway through with this other side, but I love this. I mean, for those who came on later, this is the pendant I'm working with and it's beautiful. And I just did a simple lark's knot with the beading wire, the bone colored beading wire that matches the leaves. I'm glad I chose that wire since I ended up using it this way.
Yeah.
I think it fits.
Do you want to answer the question? I think Maisha just joined.
Hey, Maisha.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So this is not a bead box. I am using, this is what Beki put together for my September Seaster Stash Challenge. So these were things from Beki's stash that she put together, very fall coded, so that I could have some fun playing with check glass beads and carved a leaf pendant and stuff. And then what Beki is using, hers is the super value bundle that they did call a companion to on Bargain Bead Box that does go with that collection. But it was like, I think Lindsay said it was like $8.99 or something like that. It was super value.
Stupid cheap, man. It was stupid cheap. But there were some really cool beads in it. So I'm just doing a beaded chain because I haven't done a beaded chain yet for my beaded chain challenge. And it is the 5th of September and I need to get 2 in a week. So we've got this one and then another one coming up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or Sunday. I don't know. I pre-recorded it.
And yes, the hole on her flower pendant that she's working with, that is in the top. Dana was asking about that.
It's just right up there.
Lindsay, guess what? Beki got us extra Sam's Egyptian box. So I have an unopened one sitting in my bag, ready to take home, and I'm going to make from it and post something, I think, on Monday. Mm-hmm. So I'm really excited.
Yep. I had an extra Sam's bead box with the Egyptian one. It was such a great bead box, you guys. I love it so much. And so I'm really happy that Jenny's going to get to play around with it and make some stuff too. She's going to have so much fun with it. We're going to test the metals because even though it's from Greece and in the EU, they have metal content for jewelry components that it has to meet certain standards. Yeah. And one of those is nickel content. So we got a nickel testing kit. So while she's here, we're going to test the metals and just make sure that it's nickel free. And if it is, then she can go ahead and use the metals that were in that box too.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope so.
Yep.
I hope I can. Just making sure that I haven't missed any beads yet because I am getting close to the end. So I've only got 3 more leaves to add. Ooh. So this is when I have to start being picky about how many beads I take off the string. Let's see. I need.
How am I going to bail this up?
4 now. And these 4. Oh, you did get signed up for that, Dawn? Good. That is one reason why I'm going to be posting something on Monday as a reminder to people if they want to sign up for Sam's Bead Box, that the next day, Tuesday, is the last day to do that. And that it is going to be a
for the Wendy box.
Yeah, the Wendy box.
It's a tribute to Wendy Whitman, who, if you haven't, if you're just new to beading in general, you might not know all of the older YouTubers out there. She was one of the first people that I would ever watch on YouTube doing beading. She was just a joy. She would start all of her tutorials just with some kind words. She had all sorts of little fun sayings that she would have while she was doing her tutorials. She was fantastic, and she did pass away, and has been missed. And so they're going to be like just kind of honoring her with this box with some things that, it had already been in the works before she passed away, that she would curate a box for them. And so it's going to be really great way to remember her.
Yeah. Sam said that they've been trying to stick as close to the list that she originally gave them as possible. And that when you open that box, it's going to have that message from her. It like they're not editing it. They're not putting in their own little thing. It's going to be the message from Wendy about what she loved and what she wanted for the box. So going to be a little bit heavy for some people. Just warning you. Yeah. All right. I'm going to do a big loop for a bail on my thing. So I'm just going to do a wrapped loop here for this, friends. I think I'm just going to do a lobster claw and jump ring for
your closure.
My claw. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We all just got a little quiet.
Yeah. It's hard to go from that to, oh, hey, fun. And we've got to have a few moments of somber remembrance, whenever we talk about her. And I think that's appropriate.
Yeah. She was a big part of the community. Gonna get 2 minutes. There. Finding the holes on microfaceted moonstone, sunstone, whatever this is.
Oh, because they're tiny.
Yeah. Well, and they're faceted. So where you think the hole is actually just a facet.
Mm.
Okay. Okay, friends. You know the drill. Did I miss any beads? So here is the focal.
I love that memory for you. That's so amazing, Zach. I remember her finding her shelling video where she went out to the beach on that. It made me wish I lived close enough to a beach to do that.
Right. Thank you, guys. Okay, I don't see anything I'm missing. So I'm going to crimp it.
Hold on, we've got a very busy chat right now.
We do. I think Angel is a little bit behind because she's talking about the sibling rivalry and her own experience with that.
Yep.
So she won't see our reply for a little bit. But we did see that.
The mermaid pendants. Oh my gosh, yes.
Thank you, Lindsay. And that's a compliment for Becky, too. She chose the colors. She settled better if she could be within reach.
Yeah. I had my son drag a little dog bed next to the table here where we're at, and Ellen is not happy, but she's also like not pacing around distraught anymore. She's just kind of laying there being sad.
Sulking.
But she's next to me, and I think that's what she wanted.
Yes.
She would prefer to be in the room, in her dog bed, in there going to sleep, but we are out here instead, so that is what is going on.
Oh, Dawn. Dawn is telling a terrible joke.
Dawn.
Her favorite joke.
Dawn, do you know the first time I heard that joke was my mom, who was like, Mom, or she was very serious about it. She was like, I know exactly who you're going to marry when you grow up. And I was like, really? Who? She's like, a farmer. And I'm like, a farmer? And she's like, he'll be out standing in his field. And I was like, oh man, she got me. Because I was like ready to have a very serious conversation with her.
About how you had no interest in farmers. I don't know. You've always been a little bit of a hippie. You might not have minded.
I might not have. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We used to fight over clothes too. Yep. Because we were close enough in age that we could wear each other's clothes. And a lot of times the clothes that we had weren't just hers or mine. They were shared. And so, there'd be like, I wanted to wear that sweater, but it looks better on me and that sort of thing. You know how it goes. One thing I did that kind of healed that for me was I knit a sweater for my sister.
Yes.
That was very much like the sweater that we would fight over the most.
It wasn't because we shared the sweaters, because we both wanted to wear Mom's sweater.
Yeah, exactly. So we fought over that sweater the most. And so I knit her one that was an homage to it. It wasn't an exact copy. It had some elements that were the same, and it looks amazing on my sister, and she loved it. But I didn't do that until we were like, when was that? That was like 4 years ago?
No.
3 years ago?
No, it was, well, maybe it was. Was that during lockdown? Or was that before lockdown? It was after you moved here.
It was after lockdown, because I remember that I was concerned about how the smell of alpaca would affect you.
Oh, because I was still having like the prosmia
because you were having
thing.
like some huge prosmia.
Yep.
So we've got a question.
Oh,
from Cindy, who's asking, when you use the magical crimper, do you still have to keep the wires separated? You don't have to. No, they can cross over and it's just fine. It's not like with the taco style crimp where it curls over each of the wires in order to crimp it. With the magical crimper, it just closes over. I guess that's not how it goes. It closes over the ends, of the wire. But so they can cross over. It's fine. I like to separate them just because I'm neurotic like that, but it's not necessary.
I don't check it, but I think that I naturally just kind of put them in where they don't cross, but I don't worry about it if they do want to be all squirrely.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm looping them together and making another loop and I've got 3 in there, it doesn't care as long as it's full.
I don't know if we have pictures of that green sweater that we used to fight over.
The one we used to fight over?
Yeah.
Yes. I had one of my school pictures was taken wearing that sweater.
Okay. So we can find that and share it. And then I can post a photo of the sweater that I knit for you.
Oh, guys, you're going to see me in like, I think it was seventh or eighth grade trying to look like an adult. Because, 90s.
You were a very serious teenager, Jenny.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, I did wear it for one of my junior high school pictures.
Yep.
I did. Dana. Yeah. It feels like another lifetime, doesn't it?
It really does. But yeah, that was there was a whole year that I had challenged myself to knit a cardigan every month. I made it to 6 or 7 cardigans.
One of those was mine. And you did it, you made most of it during February.
Yeah.
Which is my birth month.
Yeah. And I made one for my mom too. I made a couple of my faves that I still wear. Now I just haven't knit a cardigan for a while because I have been busy with other things. Life. It gets lifey.
No, there were not shoulder pads, but there were big, round, like flat disc earrings.
Yeah, it was the 90s, not the 80s. So.
Oh, that's great, Cindy. There is a learning curve with the magical crimper. Definitely watch Becky's. Becky has a video where she did all like the tips and stuff of how to use it.
Jennifer Miller also has a good tips and tricks for magical crimper video.
A little bit longer than I intended, but
it's still beautiful.
It's pretty.
Look at that. I love it.
It's actually a really good length for like the size of this pendant, this focal.
I think it is too.
So, yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's get Becky's mat back on here. I'm going to.
Yeah, I'm just making the links for the second strand. I may not finish this tonight, or not on camera, but it is going to be, because I just did a little link here, and then we're going to connect that, and then I'm just making a second strand right now.
Yeah. But you can easily like just work on that.
You can extrapolate.
Post most of it. Yes. And the challenge is to make 2, not necessarily to do a full tutorial for 2.
Exactly.
Yeah. And thank you, everyone.
Yes, Jenny, that is a beautiful, beautiful necklace that you made. I love it.
You picked a fantastic focal.
It's a beautiful focal. I have another one that's more red. So I picked the one that had all of that veining, all of the
creamy tones.
The creamy tones.
They ended up
for
going
that
so
one,
good with
so
this.
Yes. So that we could do that. But yeah, it's like whenever I put together one of these, I'm like, okay, these would go good together, but I don't know how she's going to put it together. It's always a surprise, a delightful surprise. That is a shell. Yes, Jilkara, that
Good night, Mom.
Carved shell. It was one of the things that they had at Bead Box Bargains recently. So, and it was in the in that bundle, that valuable bundle. So
yeah,
what's better with the magical crimper, a bead crimp or the tube? Ooh, the magical crimper will not work with a bead crimp. It needs to be a 2x2 crimp tube. It won't work with anything else.
Yes.
Yep.
And it's really important that you use a crimp tube that has a decent size wall. So one that has like thicker wall. Otherwise your crimp will just crumble. In fact, the copper crimp tubes that I was just using, put it on Becky's screen. These ones that I was just using.
Look how thick those are.
They're super thick. These are the thickest wall. Sometimes it can be hard to get the wire back through, but they are the best ones to learn on because
They're so forgiving.
Yes, and they stand up to the crimper while you're learning how to do it. Yeah. So keep it centered is a huge thing, and the quality of the crimp, but it does have to be a 2x2 crimp tube.
Yep, definitely.
Yes, tube only. 2x2 crimp tubes.
Yep, tube only. Oh man.
We get these from Softflex, Lindsay. We get these crimp tubes from Softflex.
Yeah, they are my favorite crimp tubes. The beadsmith ones do work some of the times, but they also sometimes can be a little inconsistent in sizing. Like you might have one that's a little bit short rather than the others, and it can work, but sometimes it makes it so that your magical crimper doesn't work as well as you want it to. So I do have a preference for the Softflex ones. They just always work for me.
Yeah, and I don't think Softflex, Dawn says that every brand of the bronze colored tubes just crumbles. And I don't think Softflex has a bronze colored one.
Nope, they don't.
There's just the 4 colors. So that is a little bit tricky. You don't have like the antique copper or the antique bronze, which are really popular colorways.
Yeah. But you know what? This works just fine with that. And sometimes I'll use the what is it? The oxidized silver. It's like the gunmetal color. I'll use that with like other like bronze findings. Just because it's a teeny tiny little crimp. So it blends in really well. It's, dark metal. It's not a bright, shiny metal. It's something that will blend in and do all of that. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, that's another good point. Dana says that the cheap crimps are usually too thin, but they also usually have a seam. And if there's a seam, it's gonna be more likely to give out as well.
Absolutely.
So that solid tube is important. Thank you, Faye. Wait, you said you go, Faith. What did we miss? 9 bracelets tonight, Faith. That's awesome.
Amazing.
I love that.
Yep. Yeah. The package that's labeled for the magical crimper. I think that's Beadsmith that does those.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe just try a different one that is not going to stand out as being different. Yes, it's gray instead of brown, but they're actually very similar tone.
Yeah. I like that.
I do understand that. Maisha says for practicing she wouldn't use the Softflex because they're pricey. But the problem is if you use cheap ones, they're not going to work and you're going to get frustrated with the tool.
Yeah, that can happen. But I mean, it is good.
They are very pricey.
And like I said, the Beadsmith ones,
those are good for practice.
They are excellent ones for practice. They've got
I'm spoiled. Becky gave me the Softflex ones and I haven't used any other kind.
I just keep buying them for her so she doesn't have to worry about the price. But that's fine. I just don't want you to be frustrated by having something not work for you.
I know. Yeah, my sister does spoil me. Definitely. Okay, so Maisha suggests if you're going to be practicing, use the Beadsmith ones.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic suggestion. I haven't used the Beadsmith ones, so I can't really say to that, but I know lots of people who do use the Beadsmith ones with the magical crimper, and they work just fine with them. Just make sure you get the right size.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Get quality crimps.
Yeah. Yeah. Heather's voting for the Beadle-on crimps.
There you go.
So there's a lot of other great suggestions. I would stick with one of the big brands. Don't get a cheap generic ones off of Amazon or someplace where you're not sure.
The little ones made of brass that have the real thin walls.
And the seam, as Dana said. If it's got a seam, that'll be more difficult. Yeah. And keeping them centered too. It's about getting them into the right spot and keeping them centered.
Exactly. It's about getting them into that channel. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's one brand.
There's one brand,
But I think at some point in the manufacturing, they switched manufacturers because the head on some of the newer ones is a different shape than the ones that actually work. So I don't know what they did with that, but I know that some of them don't work quite as well as the other ones do. The replacement ones that I got after I misplaced mine or left them with Jenny that do work, they've got this head. See how it comes to more of a point here, and it's thinner there. The other ones are kind of thicker, snub-nosed. This one I got from Jill Wiseman's, actually. So she stocks the good ones.
Yeah.
At her store.
And it may have just been a temporary thing because I'm sure a lot of people got frustrated and did returns. But my first magical crimpers that Becky bought for me a year before I ever started doing anything, because Becky's like, here, make things with me. And she was so excited, and she got me tools, including a magical crimper. And you guys know that's not cheap. Yeah. And she got me the magical crimper, and I tried to use it, and I just kept getting really bad crimps. And then Becky came last summer, actually, so about a year ago. She came to my house on our way home from surprising Mom. We did the surprise visit, which was a lot of fun.
For Mom's birthday. Yes.
Yeah, for Mom's birthday. And she came to my house for a few days on the return visit. And she went to go use my magical crimper and was just making mangled crimps. And she's like, what is going on? Because she'd been using it for ages. She knew what she was doing.
I did use the exact same crimps, the soft flex crimps, the same wire. And the other variable is me. And so I had been doing it for a couple of years at that point. And so like for it to just not work at all was really troubling. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to just get you some new ones, because this is not working.
Yeah.
These ones are bad.
And once we figured out that they could have a manufacturing defect, we saw on mine where it had a problem. You could actually see that the two halves of that concavity did not line up.
It was offset just a little bit. Like
they didn't line up. And so it was never going to make a good crimp. They've asked for a link. Why don't you put that in the community after our live for Jill Weissman's? Where at least the stock, when Becky recently had to replace hers a few months ago, her stock was the older ones that were the previous manufacturer that are like go-to. So there's no guarantees. We can't make guarantees on it. But she will post the link to the magical crimper on Jill Weissman's store.
Yeah. Because it's a good tool.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hello. I'm glad you could make it.
Yeah.
Right here. We were just about wrapping up. I mean, I'm still making my out of focus links here. They're focusing on my hands, and then it's not focusing back on my mat, but that's okay. Oh, well, I'm not going to stop you from pulling out your bundle, Marisha. I'm not your boss. You can do what you want.
If you've got the itch to create, you
Absolutely.
can create.
I'm not going to stop you. It's a fantastic bundle. As you can see, like, I'm not even using like most of these. Like, here's all of the rest of these beads. I just pulled 2 of the beads out, and the one focal, like, there's still all of this other stuff in here. So you could probably make several different projects with what's in here. So for like less than $10, it was a really good deal, guys.
Yeah, Maisha's going to get out and start creating. Do it.
Amazing. I love that.
Do it. If you're feeling the desire to make stuff, make stuff. And then I did one of the sister stash challenges. I'm going to add my thing back to the stage. I took it off so I could show Cheryl. Becky got this carved leaf red jasper pendant, and then I just did a lark's head with my beading wire, the bone color from Softflex, and these check glass leaves. And what were these? Like a red aventurine, red aventurine, and some. This looks like a peach moonstone or sunstone. Yep. And so that's what I did, and I just closed it with a little bit of copper. So that was the one that I did. There aren't any more on JillWeissman.com, Heather says.
What? She sold out. she had some available the last time I looked at her site, but that was like a couple days ago. So
yeah.
Thanks, Heather. Heather is able to post links in our channel because Heather is a moderator for our chats.
Yeah.
Thank you for grabbing that, Heather. I appreciate you.
We're being supportive. It's not peer pressure if it's supportive.
Yeah. Like we're just agreeing that she's had a great idea.
Yes. Hey, Becky and I do this stuff not because we're trying to promote things that we make and sell or anything like that. We do this to inspire all of you.
Yep.
So if you're inspired hanging out with us on a Friday night, go for it.
We're having fun with beads, and we hope that you are having fun with beads too. And if you're not having fun with beads, I hope you're just having fun with us.
Yes. Yes. Because we're also just happy if you just want to hang out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Am I going to finish this tonight? I don't know.
Probably not, because we have an early morning.
We do have an early morning, yeah.
I have been warned by my brother that he's going to be starting
Thank you for reminding me
yard
about that.
work at 7 a.m. and which is fine because the sale starts at 9 and we want to go. I don't want to be like in a major crowd. I don't know what to expect, how many people are going to be there, but I also don't want to go when it's all picked over.
Right.
So we are going to have an early morning. And so we probably are not, lately we've been going pretty long on our lives. You guys have not seemed to mind that.
Early morning for us is before 10 a.m.
Right. Yeah. Well, if you watch this channel and you've heard me making my tutorials at 4 o'clock in the morning, wrapping up at 5 o'clock in the morning,
yeah,
I'm sure you can imagine.
I mean, I usually have to be at work at 8, so it's not as difficult for me.
Yeah. Oh, Renee. Look forward to hanging out with everyone every Friday.
I am so glad. I love that.
Yes.
I'm glad that we could like provide this little hangout space. Sorry about that. It is really fun because you know what? You've got like a bunch of lives that usually happen during the daytime.
Yeah.
But sometimes you're busy during the day or you're busy in the evening with life and things. So having some time after everybody's gone to bed and after things have been taken care of, you can just sit back and relax with us. And I love that.
Yeah, Julie, it's sold out, I think, the same day. If you're not already in the Beadbox Bargains or Bargain Bead Box, actually, I think is what it's called, Facebook group, you'll want to join that.
Yeah.
And then also get the newsletter. Go to the BBB website and make sure you're on their newsletter, because when there is something special like that, Lauren will send out an email, and they do usually sell out within just a few hours, some of these bundles. So you'll want to jump on them if you're excited. Oh, good night, Faith.
Good night, you guys. Or good night, Faith. Yep. And Heather posted a really good suggestion here in the chat about beading besties. There is a part of that group. It's a Facebook group where you can find and connect with other beaders in your local area. So that like I'm sitting here with my sister doing our beading together. And if you would like to meet up with a friend who does beading and do that together, that's a great way to find that friend.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you're going to finish your necklace tonight.
Probably not. And that's okay, because I can finish it up later.
I put my first necklace back on because it goes better.
Yes, it's pretty. It's beautiful. And you guys are going to love the tutorial for this. It's not posted yet.
Yeah, I need to get on my laptop and get it ready so that it will post tomorrow morning while we're doing other things.
Thanks for hanging out with us on your afternoon.
Yeah, thank you, Linda.
I love that, Linda.
Have a great afternoon and evening.
Yep. That's going to be great. So we will have fun, and we will definitely do a haul. Sylvia, you're going to see what we got, except for the things that we got for our sister swap.
Yes, which you'll see next week, because that's when we're going to open them up and make.
We'll open them up and make them next week here on Late Night Beading. So
yeah,
you'll be able to watch us, see what we got each other.
Yeah. Except I'll be back at my house next week.
Yeah, we won't be doing it together.
Not here.
We'll be doing it together virtually. Good night, Jackie.
Good night, Jackie.
Yes. I love that.
Honestly, Becky will probably finish making these links and putting it together when we're hanging out watching stuff tomorrow night.
I'm almost done with these links.
Are you really?
Yeah, I just need to do the loops on these.
Well, do you want to finish it tonight?
Yeah, I'm not stopping, man.
She's not stopping.
I'm so close to done. I'm not going to give up now.
I was just trying to give good advice to my sister.
We can't stop here.
7 a.m. sounds really early to someone who goes to sleep at 5.
A free set of beads after $50. Oh my goodness. But I'm already going to be spending a whole bunch of money on beads this weekend.
Yeah, well, that sale will still be going after, if we haven't blown through. But we do want to prioritize our funds for tomorrow, because it's a unique opportunity.
It's in person, and there's going to be beads there that haven't seen the light of day for like a while, because they went deep into the warehouse. So I am excited to see what they have dug up for us.
You're welcome, Cindy. And I hope you have a good night.
Good night, Sylvia.
And good night, Sylvia.
Good night, Zach.
Good night, Zach.
I'm so glad you guys stayed up with us.
Julie's going to stay up.
Okay.
Good night, Lindsay.
Good night, Lindsay. Yeah. You do not have to stay up and watch me finish this. I got to finish it, man. I started it. And I'm so close to done. It would be ridiculous for me to give up now, especially when I've got like 3 more things to curl, and then it's just linking them.
Our West Coast girlies don't mind staying up. Heather wants to send money for us to go shopping.
Heather,
I don't have enough. I think I'm barely going to have enough energy to shop for myself tomorrow. I don't think I can handle shopping for myself and somebody else.
No, that's a whole other thing. A whole other thing.
Oh, yay. Good job, Maggie. Finishing a necklace tonight while you're on with us. I love that. I love that you've been posting what you've been creating to the community.
Yes.
I love seeing what you make, especially when you're working on stuff while we're all hanging out. You guys see what's on our mat. So I like to see what you create too. I love that.
Yes.
I love that. Oh yeah, we have enough staying up. You've got friends hanging out with you.
Yes, it'll work. I'm just going to be linking these now, like I did this one. There we go. Last link made.
East Coast in the house. Hey, Renee, if you're a late night person on the East Coast, then that's fantastic too. But we don't want to keep you up if you're done, if you're toast.
Yeah, that's like an unspoken, well, I've said it out loud, so I guess it's not an unspoken rule.
Oh, Heather, I'm sleeping in a nook just to the other side of this wall behind us. So if Becky's up and talking to you, I will not be sleeping.
No.
I'm also gonna stay up with my sister.
Jenny's gonna heckle for a while.
Yes, I am gonna heckle.
She's gonna let my peanut gallery.
That's what I'm supposed to do.
Yes, exactly. The name of the Facebook group. Do you mean the Beading Besties Facebook group?
Or were you asking about our community? We actually don't have a Facebook community for our channel, but we do have the community section open on YouTube, if that's what you were asking. But because we don't have our own Facebook group, if any of you want to post things in Beading Besties, we will also see them there, because we're a part of that group, and it's meant to be a place where we can all just share what we're doing, whether we create content like me and Becky or not. So if you want us to see something and you can't find our community section on this on YouTube,
on the YouTube app is the only place that it's available on mobile.
Yeah,
right
you can't
now.
access it on a normal computer or laptop.
Yet. I hope that you can soon.
I hope so. It just like looks like it doesn't even exist.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
But that's fine. It's totally fine.
So, Dawn, did that answer your question, of which I think Heather posted a link to the Beading Besties group?
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, you are welcome to post your creations in our YouTube community or in the Facebook group or both. We are happy to see what you're doing. If you do go to check out the community friends, don't forget to switch the view to newest instead of most relevant so that you see everybody's new posts, because it's still putting a lot of Becky's old posts from like a year ago as most relevant.
When I was like announcing like a live or something that if you think it's happening like now instead of a year ago.
Yeah, so
it can be confusing.
And honestly, that's a good method to do with any social media, whether it's our YouTube community or the Facebook group. Switch your view to newest so that you don't miss posts, because otherwise Facebook does its whole algorithm thing and only shows you the most popular things, and you might not see something for a few days.
I have to mention that when we get our lists of comments from people on our videos, YouTube defaults it to most relevant instead of newest. And so many times people's comments like fall through the cracks and I miss them and I don't get a chance to respond to them until much later. And I hate that. It doesn't make me feel good about not responding. I don't like that. So it's entirely possible that I keep having to change the sort on that page when I go to it. So if I missed you, I'm not doing it on purpose. It's because the algorithm is making me miss your comment. But I will find it eventually when I switch over to newest after I remember that they changed it. It just does it by default when you go on there. And I wish I could set it to always sort by newest so that I can see the latest comments first.
And yes, Dawn, for right now, like you can't post a picture in a comment on a video. But if you click on our channel on either your phone or your tablet, if you click on our channel, there will be a little button near the top that say visit channel or visit community. Just click on visit community and it'll take you to that community page and you can totally post pictures there.
Yes.
Because as long as you're a subscriber to our channel, you're allowed to post in our community.
Yep.
Isn't that how that works?
It's exactly how it works.
Yes.
All right. Look at that. I got both of my links.
Hopefully that works. It's a new thing, so some people have had a lot of questions. Ooh, Becky's links.
Look at my links.
They're so pretty. I love those flowers and the colors. I love those.
I love these. Yep, it's a new thing, Dawn. They just started doing it recently. I'm gonna actually switch these around so that the blue is first next to this one. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Right, Dana? It's frustrating that like people can't, or that they think people want to see things that happened a while ago.
And I was chatting away and missed Cheryl's win. She did Tucson Comic-Con last weekend and has to restock. Sold out of several types of pride bracelets and keychains. That is awesome,
love that
Cheryl.
for you.
Yay.
That's amazing. I love that was so successful for you. I hope you had fun and that you are not fighting a con crud right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope you came out healthy from that.
Yeah.
But also, you
Yay.
came out with some success in your stuff. Definitely time to make restocks. It is a beautiful color. It's one of my favorite colors, Danielle. That's why I made the comment earlier about how Becky's making with that color, and I'm making, and I made with these like peachy, coppery tones, which like more of the earthy colors.
Yep. I think I am going to make myself a little hook. Here we go. So let's just do a hook real quick with one of these on here. I'm going to cut a couple of inches of wire.
This style of hook that she's making, I'm assuming you're going to make the same one with the figure 8 loop, or at least the hook anyway that matches it.
No, I'm just going to make a little loop on this end and then make sure that is bent.
I used a hook and infinity link on the necklace that I'm wearing today that we'll post tomorrow. And I think you're doing a beaded hook.
Yep, a little beaded hook.
Fun.
With this, and then let's do a loop here. No, wait, the beaded. I'm going to bend this just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Keep that bead where it's supposed to be.
Then do a loop here. Like that. And snip off this bit here, about there. That looks good. I'm just winging this. It might not work that well for me, but it might work just fine. I'm just going to curl that up. And let's make sure that that is going to fit in the loop. I'm just going to work hard on that real quick. Over here. No, it isn't. So let's make another link that has a bigger loop. And this one, see, that's a bigger loop. This one will be a little sort of infinity link. See, it makes a little S shape. I'm going to snip this off here. I know, I'm going a little bit fast, but that's just because
you're almost done.
I'm almost done. It's not perfect, but that's okay. It doesn't need to be perfect. And, you know, I could have just used the toggle clasps that came with it, but this is more of a like delicate chain, and I just didn't want to ruin that balance with a big chunky toggle.
But I also have little claws.
You do, but look at my little...
Look at the... I love that. Yeah, that is the same style, except she added a bead to it. But it's you'll see it in tomorrow's video as well.
Are those ones that I made for you?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yay.
I've used, I think this is the last of the one made from the pewter. And I've used another color up entirely gold. I've used gold up entirely. So
are you going to need some more, or do you want to learn how to make them?
Both.
Okay.
I will not say no to you making me some, but also I should learn how to make them.
Okay. Because I mean, honestly, making your own findings is a fantastic way of making sure that they are ones that you can actually wear.
Yes. But why not both? Am I wrong, friends?
Right?
Why not both?
I love it. I love it.
It is so beautiful. I think that we need to do a try on.
Okay.
Becky needs to try it on.
And let me take off the necklace that you made.
Yes.
Which, I don't know if you guys saw Jenny's video or not. That is, the lighting is terrible for this.
The lighting is terrible for that. It's true.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yes.
Let's get this guy on here. Oh, I'm so happy that I made this.
Oh, yes. I saw your haul, Maisha. You got some incredible stuff at that gem show. Ooh, I saw that.
Look at that.
Aww,
it is cute and dainty.
You,
I
Chris.
love that.
I took mine off because I'm wearing a different top, but that's the one I made.
I have had so much fun tonight, Jenny.
I'm glad I get to be here with you. That's the best part.
My sister.
That's the best part. And we shared a little bit of that with you.
Yay.
You'll see a little bit more of us tomorrow. Don't forget, keep an eye on the channel. We might be posting some shorts as we go about our garage sale shenanigans.
We might
And
be
also
having some stuff.
in the community section, Becky posted a link to Danielle Wick's live tomorrow, Seed Bead Saturday. If you don't follow Danielle Wicks, you can click notify me on that link and you'll be able to see both of us on with Danielle Wicks.
Yeah. Yep, we're going to be hanging out with her tomorrow night, and we're going to play around with some of the beads that she included in the September
project box.
The project box. I was like, what was the name of it? Project box.
It's after midnight. Becky doesn't word as well.
Right? My brain is like, no, we don't need to do words right now. you can totally just not do other things like that. But yay. Thank you so much for joining us tonight and staying up with us.
Thank you.
And sticking around while I made this necklace.
Which actually, that looks gorgeous with that top too.
Doesn't it? Honestly.
I'm going to take my black necklace back.
Well, fine. Have the earrings too.
Fine. See, this is us being sisters. Does it feel more familiar now, ladies, people?
Exactly.
Our friends.
All right. Well, good night, everyone. We hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I hope you can find some time to pop in tomorrow for Danielle's live.
Yes.
And if not, you can watch that on replay too. So it'll be really fun. Until later, guys. Happy beading and good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Nobody likes that except for the bed bugs.
No. but we're not doing these for them.
Well, you be safe. You're still driving, so please be safe. Hopefully you get there safely and well.
Hopefully at least the last 2 hours of your drive has been full of fun and shenanigans and that it's helped. So
a little bit.
Yeah. I love that.
A little bit there.
So we'll see you all next time, whether it's tomorrow or next weekend or whatever. But
exactly.
Yeah.
We'll be here, and you guys can come and join us whenever we are posting our stuff. All right. Good night, guys.
Good night, everyone.